Cancer, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Cancer, delicious, I'm going to be doing your reading from April 21st to the 27th. This will be a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. Oh, Cancer, do I have a story to share with you? That I met one of you the other day at the coffee shop. I don't know if she's watching me now, but I'll talk about that story. Like literally one of you came up to me and that was one of the most beautiful moments. I'll tell you about that. Now in this reading, dear Cancer, I'm going to be taking a look at your main challenge, past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all the cards and I'm going to get some final advice for you. Cancer, oh my gosh, should I share the story now? Because I was waiting to share this story with you. If you're watching me, let me know in the comment section. Basically, I went to a coffee shop the other day, Cancer, and the bike story, I'm doing my GoFundMe, it's almost complete. So, for my bike. So I was talking to this guy that I saw he had the bike that I wanted to have, and I'm manifesting, and I'm seeing, I kind of could tell someone was like, watching me. This is basically the story time. I can feel someone is like looking at me from the other side. One of you guys, okay, beautiful Cancer. And as I was talking to this guy, I was grabbing my seat at a coffee shop outdoor patio. So she comes up to me and she goes like, oh my gosh, there is no coincidence, but I'm a Cancer and I've watched some of your videos, your energy. You're just so awesome. So anyway, she gave me a lot of compliments for which I'm really humbled and thankful for. We hugged, we chatted, and it was a really beautiful moment. Thank you so much for coming up to me and saying hi. I really appreciate that, and for your kind words as well. And just how the universe works for manifestation as well. It's like you just never know, right? And I'm totally cool outside if you want to come up to me and say hi and talk to me. And thank you for your kind words. And that day I met this guy who was a Libra, and he basically gave me all the knowledge and information about this carbon fiber bike that I'm doing the GoFundMe. Thank you for those of you who also support me. I really appreciate that. I think it's almost finished. I'm gonna put the link in the description. Maybe it's almost, I don't know, you can check out, but people have been supporting me over the past 48 hours, so it's literally almost done. But I really appreciate it. Even just keep me in your prayers and in your thoughts for my upcoming Ironman and triathlon. Now, Cancer, your challenge is the Page of Swords. Thank you for your patience and listening to this story. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Cups. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? So, Cancer, your challenge here with the Page of Swords has a lot to do with some kind of an incoming communication coming towards you. And the Page of Swords typically indicates also that you could be watched. Someone is watching you, or you're being watched, or maybe you are watching somebody, but this is someone that's like kind of doing some research on you, okay? And there is this anticipation of some sort of communication, Eight of Wands on top of your reading. This is the card of communication. We're gonna talk about this and we're gonna get more information. And this is a very beautiful Disney-inspired reading. I know a lot of you are gonna like this with the Ten of Cups especially. I think it's really beautiful. Now, in the recent past, you have the Queen of Cups, the Temperance, and Page of Wands. Some of you were dealing with the fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Could have been also Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Could have been a Capricorn for some of you. In the recent past, I do see here a lot of love between you and this person, okay? A lot of passion. Now, with the Page of Wands, I feel like that you and this person shared a very strong chemistry and an energetic bond together. There is something here about like you just really feeling this was your person, a sense of balance, a sense of fulfillment with this individual. We're going to find out more about this and we're going to see what is it that you need to know. Now, in the present moment, you have the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. So this is what has happened recently with the Five of Pentacles. I think that some of you have been in separation with this person, isolation. But I do see here someone coming towards your way, dear Cancer. Either this is going to be that this person wants to communicate with you, they want to talk to you. Horses can be very significant for some of you. We're going to talk about this and we're going to get more information, okay? Because I feel like this is a no contact situation that could be broken. Now, in the near future, you have the King of Swords, Okay, King of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Emperor. Now, you might also have a couple of people in your energy, just so you know. You could be getting a lot of attention. Maybe there is just different people in your vicinity that they have their eyes on you. Okay, Venus in Cancer, sprinkle, sprinkle. And for many of you, there's going to be face-to-face conversation with the King of Swords. Okay, this is somebody that I feel like this person, when I look at the King of Wands and the King of Swords, they tend to come across as being pretty maybe like, maybe like rough or a little bit hardcore, but I think they do have a really good heart. And at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming, you have the Two of Cups, the Death, and the Chariot. Literally, this is my favorite card, the Chariot, which is the card of a Cancer in tarot. And I mean, this is it's called Carriage. It's called Carriage, right? So this is the card of a Cancer. So there is going to be a rebirth in this relationship, Cancer. A rebirth, a brand new beginning. Something is going to start taking off. Like I see here a resurrection happening, okay? Movement is what's going to happen. Sense of direction, sense of fulfillment, somebody coming towards your way. You could be also manifesting this because Cancers are very good at manifestation. It's giving Ariana Grande just like magic. Now, let's get into our reading and let's clarify everything for you. And I really hope I didn't bore you in the beginning with the story, because I couldn't wait to share that with you, because it was a very great moment for me. You know what I'm saying? It just feels great, like when I meet like my cutie patooties in real life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm totally cool. Like you can come up to me, you can say hi, you can hug. You know what I mean? So I'll definitely dedicate some time to get to know the people in person. Unless like I'm on a rush or something. But so let's get into your reading and see what's going on. I have my first triathlon coming up this Saturday. Swimming, biking, running. Okay, Olympic triathlon. So really excited for that. Because that Cancer, she overheard me speaking. She wasn't saying anything. She heard me talking to this guy for like 10-15 minutes about me wanting to get the bike. She can testify literally. I was like asking him, I've been thinking about getting this bike and everything, and what can you advise me about this Canyon bike and all that. So she was not saying anything, okay? And then she was very demure, very mindful, and then came up to me and said hi. So the Page of Swords is clarified by the Temperance, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Cups and the Lovers. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So some of you could be dealing with a Gemini also, okay? Could be another water sign. This is someone that walked away from you. This person, okay, walked away from you with the Eight of Cups. Now, there is also a very strong Sagittarius energy here, an air sign. For many of you, I feel like that this person, they tend to, maybe they come across as being someone that, they wanted to be in a relationship with you, but there was a lack of commitment. That's the energy I'm picking up on. And maybe, because also Cancer, you are a very family-oriented sign, okay? You go towards commitment, towards relationship. You might have brought up the conversation with this person in the past that what you want is you want commitment, you want marriage, and this person walked away from you, okay? This person walked away from you, could have been a Libra here, Justice at the bottom of the deck. This person could have traveled. They could have even went to a different location, to a different place. But I think even though this person walked away from you, Cancer, and they disconnected, I think they have been watching you, okay? They have been like Three of Wands. They've been kind of watching and to see if you would reach out to them, if you would make any move towards them or not. Now you're being watched. Now they're like someone is gathering their thoughts because they want to talk to you. They want to communicate. Let's talk about the recent past with the Queen of Cups. This is you. Some of you, you could have your bathroom could be very tropical, or you might have like seashells and like very beachy vibes, okay? Ocean vibes, your bathroom. Now, the Queen of, or a tattoo, clarified by the Devils. Capricorn, okay? The Chariot and the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you are dealing with the Capricorn here. I feel like in the recent past, you got into a relationship with this person. This is the Chariot. This is the card of Cancer in tarot. I do see here a brand new beginning here emerging between you and this person, okay? Brand new beginning. There is a very strong earth energy here as well. You gave this relationship a chance, and if, I could be wrong, but my intuition is telling me that some of you also got into a relationship with this person. Some of you knew about it. Some of you didn't know about the fact that maybe this person was still entangled with another person, or they were going through some sort of a divorce or a separation with somebody else, okay? Because we have the Devil here. There could have been also some like type of addiction or unhealthy habits, okay, in the recent past. Let's talk about the temperance here for you. Temperance. Cancer, you actually help this person heal a lot. You may not know about this, but I think you help this person heal a lot, clarified by the King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Magician, and the Two of Cups. This person could have been your soulmate, or maybe, depending on your situation, of course, might have been a twin flame as well. I do feel like here that in the recent past, you manifested this person into your life. You might have, set an intention that you want to meet the right person, you want to meet your soulmate, you want to meet your twin flame. And Cancers are very good at manifestation, like very, very good, okay? Because your ruler is the moon as well, okay? Venus. So, when you're ruled by Venus, which is the planet of love and romance, typically romance is that's one of your strongest assets to manifest love, okay? Because Cancers are very, very, very loving signs. Now, the Page of Wands here in the recent past, I think there was a lot of passion. Maybe it didn't really take off as the way that you have anticipated. Clarified by the Star, Aquarius energy, Four of Cups, and the Six of Wands. You might have dealt with somebody who was either popular or well-known. This person also could have been popular in the fitness world, or some of you were in the fitness world. That's what I'm also getting. So in the recent past, I think that there was a rejection here, okay? Someone here maybe turned down an offer or was not ready to really get into a relationship fully. I do see here, bottom line is the lack of commitment and going into the relationship full force. Now, in the present moment, you have the Ten of Cups, you have the Eight of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. So in the present moment, someone here is intending or planning to come towards your way and to travel. So let's clarify the Ten of Cups for you, dear Cancer, and see what is it that you need to know. Okay, in regards to this relationship. So this is the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the World, and the Nine of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. So a lot of you ended things with this person, and I think that you have been doing a lot of healing within yourself. Even though this is a cycle that seems to have ended, but someone is in their mind a lot with the Eight of Swords, okay? Somebody here is constantly thinking or rethinking about their decision. I feel like this person could be really literally asking themselves, was this the right decision that I did? Was it the right decision for me to walk away from Cancer? And I feel like that, because there is so much love here with this person, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, they are very heartbroken over the fact that they really never settled down with you for marriage. And even if they try to settle down with another person, they are going through some sort of a heartbreak, okay? They are going through some sort of a painful situation. So this is the communication coming towards your way. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands. And horses also could be very significant for some of you. Some of you also might have some fire in your birth chart, like Leo or Sagittarius. So the Eight of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Cups, and the Death and the Lovers. Somebody wants to resurrect this relationship. Somebody wants to talk to you, Cancer. Gemini, Scorpio energy. You see the King and a Queen, okay? King and a Queen are looking opposite directions, and right in the middle of them, dear Cancer, is the Page of Pentacles. And as you all know, I love to share, the knowledge that I have about tarot, so that it also makes more sense for many of you. So there is a desire here on both ends, but no one here really has taken any action towards that, to be honest, okay? Maybe you haven't taken any action, this person hasn't taken any action, but this is what this communication is gonna be about. I think this silence here that this person may wanna break might really be in regards to them wanting to have a brand new beginning with the Page of Pentacles. Something more tangible, try to give it a go. Here we have the Five of Pentacles. So let's clarify the Five of Pentacles for you. Someone is feeling in isolation. Okay, there is an isolated energy here. There is an isolation that's going on. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles for you. Clarified by the Five of Pentacles, again, the Eight of Cups and the Hermit, Virgo energy. Somebody here disconnected from you and they're missing you a lot. Can't make this up, like literally. So I'm saying Five of Pentacles, clarified by the Five of Pentacles, again, Eight of Cups and the Hermit. This person could be a Virgo and they are really rethinking, like I said earlier, maybe 2 minutes ago, they're really thinking about, why did I walk away? Like literally. Eight of Cups and the Hermit. The Hermit is holding the lantern, and that means reflecting, thinking, contemplating. wanting to really get to the bottom of the issue. The bottom of the issue, when this person gets into their Cancer, they may find that, you know what, they might have some avoidant wounds. I was going to say abandonment wounds, maybe. Avoidant wounds, avoidant habits, attachment styles. And just in general, there is a pattern recognition. This person is also realizing that maybe they avoided having a very difficult conversation with you, even if they were not going to commit to you. That is something that they avoided talking clearly and openly about. Okay, so in the present moment, that's what I'm getting here. This person does actually seem to be in isolation. And just in a lot of pain and loneliness. And some of you could also be in that energy as well, because you have a very strong connection with this person. So you're picking up on their energy. Let's talk about the King of Swords in the near future. The King of Swords is this person that comes across as wanting to have a face-to-face conversation, and they want to talk to you. Okay, there is an incoming communication. It's clarified by the Emperor, the Six of Swords, and the Sun. So, and then the Page of Cups at the bottom. Apology. Someone here is definitely doing a lot of overthinking. There is a lot of thinking going on in regards to the situation that has ended. And you have the Page of Cups. Apology is something that I feel like this person could also plan, to give to you. Confession here. Because I do see here, I really, cross-watcher may testify that, I tend to tell the cross-watchers they need to do a breath work. Inhale, exhale, okay, if they get triggered, whatever. But, I think someone here is really stressed out about this situation. There is a very strong feeling of regret, and they could be watching you. They could be watching you online, they could be watching you through different platforms, or if there is a mutual friend or somebody out there. But there is or even just in general, energetically speaking, you could feel you could even hear their thoughts, because you're super intuitive and highly clairaudient, okay? Now, the King of Swords is clarified by the Emperor, okay, Aries energy, the Six of Swords, and the Sun. A couple of things I'm going to mention. I feel like someone here is healing their father wounds or their father issues. This person could have come from a family where their parents are divorced. That's just as a side, channel message I'm getting. That's number one. Number two, what I'm getting here is this person actually wants to move towards you. And because they see you as being someone that has the Sun. The Sun represents Leo. So, and I'm a Leo, and I have Venus in Cancer. So you might be, you are a Cancer, you might have Venus in Leo, or Leo rising, or Leo moon. It's very common, okay? Especially I was born right after Cancer. So here is the thing. This person sees you as someone that you embody a very vibrant energy. You make this person very happy, and yes, they come across as being quite a rigid person. The Emperor. Someone here could also have this kind of a facial hair feature, and the Emperor is twice. So there is something about this person being a boss. This person could be a corporate person. This person could have a business. But I do see here, Cancer, that this person, the reason why they want to talk to you is because they see you as someone who can actually make them very happy. Now, let's talk about the Knight of Wands here. This is about the sense of direction. This person could be younger than you. The Knight of Wands in the original tarot deck is this. So let's clarify the Knight of Wands for you. It's clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. So 777 could be very significant. And I want to mention that, this person knows that there was some sort of a deception that happened into the relationship, and maybe they were supposed to tell you something and they didn't tell you. And it's almost destiny, the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny has brought them to a point where they realize they have to be completely honest. If this person is not honest with themselves, they are not honest with the universe, they can lie to everybody else. But if they're not honest, if they're not honest with themselves, they're not going to be successful. They cannot lie to the universe. You know what I mean? So it's this person wants to talk about something that you may also have suspected that we're not being honest about. It's basically putting all the cards on the table and telling you what's up. This may make sense. This may not make sense right now, but I think when that happens, it will make sense for you, okay? The Emperor in the near future, it's this person wants to really step into the power, into their divine masculine or divine feminine energy, and they want to come towards your way. Okay, there is a feeling of regret. There is a feeling of an apology if whatever they did was wrong. Clarified by the Three of Wands. Again, like I said, you're being watched from afar. And the geographical distance, it doesn't matter. The Lovers and the Death card. And the Hierophant, Taurus energy, commitment and marriage and apology. At the right behind the Hierophant is the Page of Cups. So, Cancer, as you can see, I just want to show you the cards. Okay, it's all about transparency. The Lovers, the Death card, and the Three of Wands. So this has a lot to do with this person wanting to resurrect this relationship and wanting to bring things back into normal, into motion. And there is also a sense of here this person wanting to like see if they can bring things into balance with you. Okay, things are maybe out of balance. There is also someone here who's thinking about making healthy choices, quit drinking, quit smoking. Someone is really reminiscing about just changing their life around. Page of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Nine of Swords. Like I said, this person may also be aware of where you are at in life right now, and it just kind of stresses them out that they really didn't end up being with you. So they are going to reach out to you, and they're going to want to give it a try to see if things can work with you. And another thing I want to mention, dear Cancer, is that a lot of times people, they do come back and they testify. They're like, holy shit, I've been watching you for 6-7 months, whatever, but this is the reading that exactly word for word it happened. You know, so you're understanding enough to know that tarot is multidimensional and time is fluid, but this is the current energy that I'm getting. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups, the Death card, and the Chariot, okay? And the Fool, like literally. This is about a brand new beginning here, the card of an Aries here. So something also about Greek or Italian background. Some of you could be dealing, or you come from that background, and also Middle Eastern as well. Now, I'm seeing here with the Two of Cups, the Death and the Chariot, this is giving like resurrection, okay? Resurrecting this relationship, taking it to the next level, and movement happening here for many of you. Of course, it's not something that it's gonna happen like right away or on easy mode, but I do see here changes here taking place for you and this person. And you could give this person a chance, because I think this is something that some of you are manifesting. We're gonna see what is the advice for you. What is the important advice for Cancer? Okay, beautiful. So you have the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck, Mermaid, sprinkle, sprinkle. This is a card of a reunion and a reconciliation, okay? And you have the Hanged Man, the Seven of Wands, and the Strength. So your biggest piece of advice here is to really see when this person comes towards your way, because you have the Strength here. This is talking about like this person's coming with a lot of tenacity. They're coming towards your way with a lot of love, and the Hanged Man and the Seven of Wands. The Hanged Man indicates the perception shift, the paradigm shift that's going to happen within this relationship dynamic. I feel like a lot of you are going to be able to move forward towards a new direction here. Seven of Wands here, honestly, I feel like boundaries are going to be very necessary. I'm seeing here two types of boundaries, Cancer, for you. This may resonate, it may not. You can let me know into the comments. Boundaries number one, even if they want to come back and they want to talk to you, or they want to see if things can work out, you need to be very, very rigid, okay? That doesn't mean me being mean, but I know how you guys are, so your no should be no, your yes should be yes, okay? Don't overextend yourself. So when you want to say no, say no. Set boundaries, let this person earn your trust back to be able to come back into your life. The other type of boundary I'm seeing here, when it comes to you and this person, don't let other people have a say in what you should do and what you shouldn't do within this relationship dynamic, especially family members or other people, because they're not you, you're not them. Okay, this is your journey. This is specific to you. Now, there is a lot of like a very strong relationship, strong bond, strong connection between you and this person. It is going to take some efforts. It's not something that's just going to like fall off the coconut tree, but I think that it's going to take effort and understanding to resolve this issue. Because this person has been watching you for a long, long time, or they have been studying you for a long, long time. And there is a desire here to communicate. This sword represents the mind and the conversation and thoughts. Somebody wants to talk to you, like really, really, okay? So I hope that this helps. I hope that this illuminated some things for you. And I want to say thank you very much to your Cancer for being here. I really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I have seen some of your names also, like the ones who also supported me and who are still supporting me in my Ironman journey that's going to be coming up soon. And I'm literally going to be getting the bike very soon because it really makes a big difference. A lot of you are athletes, so you know. But I'm going to be printing out the names of the donors, people who are donating. It's still going on, but it's going to be pretty much filled up soon. And I'm going to create some sort of a logo or a symbol, and I'm going to put it on the frame of my bike. So every time I race, and I go on a triathlon or Ironman, you're gonna come with me. I'm gonna take you to the finish line. It's very symbolic for me. It's very sentimental for me. And I'm also gonna make a heartfelt video thanking each donor by their name after each race, after each Ironman that I'm gonna be doing, okay? So I wanna say thank you very much for your support. Just keep me in your prayers. That's awesome, that's enough. In your prayers, in your thoughts, send me great energy, and everything is gonna work out, okay? I really appreciate you. I hope this reading helped and you got something out of it. And if you see me outside, come say hi, okay? I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, bye.